All right, everybody, let's get started. Yeah, go ahead and find a block and a strap. We are going to do a little bit with the strap today. And find an easy seat on your mat when you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and get started with 3 collective deep breaths. So sit up in a nice posture. Check your sits bones. Make sure your pelvis is tilted forwards. Underneath you, you can use your hands as a guide just to tilt them forwards and remind yourself, get your pelvic tilt going forwards. The sits bones should be underneath you, taking the weight and pressure off of your lower back here. Breathe in with your nose, out with your mouth. Breathing in and out. One more big breath here. Breathe it in and let it go. Continue to breathe deeply while we connect with our theme for the day, which is breathe for inclusion. So just touch base with yourself and think about how it makes you feel to be included in situations and conversations, activities, games. And how does it make you feel to be excluded from those things? Breathing in and out. And let's set an intention today for our practice and for moving forwards of what you want to do when you're feeling excluded, how you want to handle that situation. Think about that today, and we'll touch base again on that topic at the end. Few more breaths here. Breathe it in and out. Acknowledge yourself for being here today. The hard work is done. The hard work of getting yourself to be here is already done. So let's just go ahead and focus on the present, focus on this moment. If you're having any distracting thoughts about the past or about the future, just let them come and go. Bring your awareness back to your breath, breathing in and out. Feel the air filling your body, breathing in and letting it go. And today bring your awareness to the mat and to your body and where you're making physical contact with the mat to keep yourself grounded and present in this moment. 3 more breaths here. Breathe it in and out. Inhale in with the nose. Exhale out with the mouth, and let's get our arms involved in the third one. Breathe it in, reach it overhead. Breathe it out, hands coming down. Start off with some neck rolls. Go ahead and roll your neck around, your ear coming to your shoulder, chin to chest, opposite ear to your other shoulder, eyes to the sky, and just continue to wake up the neck. And when you're ready, switch direction. Go ahead and take your right ear, bring it down to the right shoulder. You can use your hand by the left ear as a guide to help you. And take your left hand and massage your neck a little bit. Rub it out. Your neck, your trap. Deepen your breath. Release the tension. Cradle your head with your hand, bring it back to center, and let's switch sides. Bring your left hand over by the right ear, gently pulling your left ear down to your left shoulder. Give it some love, rub it out. Let those muscles relax every time you exhale. Awesome. Cradle the head, bring it back to center. Let's just do 2 more neck rolls to each side. 2 more one way, 2 more the other way. And we're just going to start out with our eagle arms in our seated position here. So take the right hand and the right elbow is coming underneath the left elbow. And then you can go ahead and cross your hands, grab hold of them together, breathe it in. And exhale, raise the elbows up. Inhale in. Exhale, raise those elbows up. Align them with your shoulders. On your next exhale, relax. And this time we're taking the left hand up. And your left elbow is coming underneath the right elbow. Bring your fingertips to your palm, breathing in. Exhale, send the elbows up. And when you're ready, relax. Take the left arm, bring it up overhead, right hand to the mat, reaching over. Side stretch here. If you want a deeper stretch, go ahead and bend the right elbow. Try to keep the left glute down to the mat. Open your chest to the sky. Awesome. Go ahead and bring those hands down and forward. Bring them down and forward. Reaching in front of you. You could bring your chin to your chest. Go ahead and get a little movement here, just rocking your weight from side to side. Wake up those hips. And when you're ready, walk your hands on over to the left side and go ahead into a side stretch on the left side, reaching your right arm over. Try to open your chest to the sky and keep your right glute down to the mat. Awesome. Next exhale, come on back to center. Let's inhale to sit up nice and tall. And let's exhale to rotate behind us. Your right hand behind you, your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Turn your gaze behind you. Breathe it in to sit up tall. Exhale to rotate. On your next exhale, let's release. Come on back to center. Inhale to extend. Exhale to rotate. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Reach the left hand behind you and turn back with your gaze. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to deepen that stretch a little further. You can even crawl your fingertips away from your body a little. And come on back to center. Let's make our way to tabletop here. So bring the knees to the mat, the palms down. Your wrists are right below your elbows, elbows below your shoulders, knees below the hips. Starting in tabletop here, tops of the feet can come down to the mat. Breathe in. We're coming into cow pose here. So chin comes up, center of spine down, tailbone comes up. You can think of shooting your navel down and exhale to round the spine for cat. Tuck the chin. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Go ahead and take a moment to just shake it out a little bit. Turning those hips from side to side. And get on back into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more here. Breathe it in for cow. Exhale for cat. Go ahead and spread those knees wide. Send your hips back for child's pose. Reach your arms out in front of you. Tuck your chin to your chest and breathe. When you're ready, come on back to tabletop. Take the left leg and send it out wide to the side, making it perpendicular line between your left leg and your body. Try to get a straight line though from your ankle to your knee to your hip. Let's get a straight line there. Breathe it in. Exhale out. You can adjust your body in any way you need to deepen this stretch. Maybe you need to slide your foot further away from you. Maybe you bring the bottom of your foot down to the floor. Do whatever's comfortable for you here. Maybe you're getting a little motion, rocking forward and backwards. Let's just hold this stretch for a few deep breaths. And we're going to go ahead and thread the needle. So leave the left palm down. Reach your right arm up. And take your right arm and bring it right through the hole here. Shoulders coming down to the mat. And breathe. Come on back to tabletop. Take that left leg and bring it all the way behind you, off to the right side. Extend it over to the right side. Toes come down. Keep your gaze on your right foot. Sink your hips back. Breathe it in. Let it go. Relax the tense muscles. Bring that leg back for tabletop. Taking our right leg, inhaling in and exhaling to send it out to the right side. When you're ready, place the right hand in the center, breathing in, reach your left arm up. Exhale out for threading the needle. Left arm coming through, shoulder coming down to the mat. Inhale in, pushing up and away. Bring the left hand back to the mat. Exhale to bring the right leg around to the left side. Follow it with your eyes. Sit back with those hips and breathe. On your next exhale, come on back to tabletop. Place the toes down to the mat. Push the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog today. Be gentle on those hamstrings. Bend the knees a little. Let your head hang heavy between your shoulders. And slowly and mindfully walk your feet to your hands, paying attention to them on each step. Roll yourself back up to the top for mountain pose, where we'll begin our sun salutations. Inhale in to reach your hands overhead. Exhale for a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. You can use your block or your shins. Put your tailbone back, your eyes forward. Exhale for a forward fold. Let's hold this forward fold for a few breaths. Tuck your chin to your chest. And on your next exhale, reverse swan dive. Send the arms wide, hinge at the hips, bring them all the way up. Inhale, reach it over. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll, grabbing the elbows with your opposite hands and just rotating side to side. And release. Slowly roll your way back up to the top. Moving into our full sun salutations. Inhale, reach them overhead. Exhale for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come all the way down to the mat. Step or hop your feet back for plank. Let's hold this plank pose for a few. A vinyasa option here to lower yourself down to the mat. Push yourself up, just the upper chest for low cobra here. Just peel the upper chest off. Breathe it in and out. Tuck the toes up and back with those hips for downward facing dog. This time let's walk our hands to our feet and either reverse swan dive or roll your way back up to the top, where we'll run through that one more time. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come all the way down. Step or hop the feet back for plank. If you want to just go back into downward facing dog, you can. If you want to go into child's, tabletop, it's up to you. I'm going to go through the vinyasa by lowering myself down and this time pushing all the way up for upward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. On your exhale, rotate your hips a little bit, pressing your right hip into the mat, bring your left hip up. Next exhale, opposite side. Find some movement. Let's get into that downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, push the hips up and back. And hop or walk your feet to the front of the mat. And stand on up for mountain pose, Tadasana. Awesome. Heating up a little bit, feeling good? Let's keep working here. Let's face the long side of the mat. Spread your legs nice and wide. Guiding into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale for a forward fold. Hands coming down to the mat. Take a moment here to shift your hips from side to side. You can bend your knee a little to shift to that side. Straighten the opposite. And then on over the other way. Try tucking your chin to your chest. Bring your hands on over to the left foot. Tuck your chin towards the left knee. And go ahead and walk them on over to the right side. Turn your feet to face the short side of the mat, the front short side of the mat. Bring your hands to the front short side of the mat. Step your foot back and get back into downward facing dog. Inhale in, send your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale out, bring the right knee over to the left elbow and hover over your mat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow, hover. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend the right knee and place the foot between the hands. Extend your front leg. Keep your toes pointing forwards and just straighten the front leg. Tuck your chin to your chest here. We're in pyramid pose. Try to keep both of those thighs straight. If you would like to hold on to a block here instead of the mat, that's fine here. Revolved pyramid, taking the left hand down to the mat and your right hand up to the sky. Your mat or your block on the inside of your right foot, and your right hand is rotating up. We're always going to revolve towards the front leg. Come on back down to pyramid. And let's hold that for a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, turn the toes to the long side of the mat again, wide-legged forward fold. See if you can get a little bit deeper this time in your forward fold. Maybe walk your hands between your legs. And continue to walk your hands again to the short side of the mat, to the front of the mat. Turn the feet to the front. Step the foot back for downward facing dog. When you're ready, send your left leg up to the sky. Inhale in. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Hover. Inhale the left foot up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. One more time. Inhale, right foot goes up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale the right foot up. Exhale to step the right foot between the hands. Again for our pyramid, so shifting your weight back, extending the front leg, straightening out your front leg. If you want to grab some blocks, that's fine. Toes are pointed to the front of the mat. Revolved pyramid, take the right hand down to the inside of the right foot, turning towards the right leg, reaching your left hand up overhead. Awesome. Come on back down for pyramid. Hold it for a few breaths. step or walk that back foot up. Forward fold. And slowly roll your way back up for mountain pose. Awesome, we're getting into our peak effort here. Warrior one. Inhale it in, reach those arms above head. Exhale, step the left foot back, a bend in your right knee. Toes are pointing to the front. We're in warrior one. Sink a little bit deeper. Keep your right knee either above your ankle or behind your ankle. It cannot go out in front of your ankle. That could cause some knee injury. So let's either get behind or above the right ankle. If you need to slide your right foot forward to make that happen, go right ahead. Inhale, reach those hands up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Warrior two. Inhale those arms, one forward, one behind. Rotate the back foot down to the mat, either parallel to the short side or a slight 45-degree angle to the front. Inhale those shoulders back and down. Exhale, sink deeper. Peaceful warrior. Inhale the right palm up, reach it overhead. Exhale, find the back thigh with the left hand or your back hip. Again, sink into your front thigh. Extended side angle. Inhale to reach your right arm forward. Forearm comes to knee. Left arm over ear. Straight line from your left ankle all the way to your left wrist. Open your chest to the sky. Inhale to push up and away for warrior two again. Exhale to relax your shoulders back and down, sink deep. Triangle. Inhale, extend, straighten the front leg. Exhale, turn the right hand at the inside of the right foot. Grab your ankle, grab the mat, grab a block, whatever you want. Your left hand up to the sky. Your gaze can either fall down to the floor, be neutral, or it can look up to your left hand. Inhale to push up and away for warrior two again. Exhale to sink deep. Humbled warrior, taking your hands, clasping them behind you, turning the back foot slightly to the front, and exhaling. You can keep a bend in the front knee, and we're just reaching our arms overhead, up towards your head, chin to chest. Awesome. Release the hands. Hands come down to the mat. Step the foot back. Your choice on what you want to do during this time. Use it however you want to. It's a vinyasa. Anything that has a beginning and an end is a vinyasa. Just meet me in downward dog when you're done. This time we're going to send our left leg up to the sky and place the foot between the hands, pushing up and away. Warrior two. Turn your hips to the front, turn your back foot to the front, hands overhead. Warrior one. Sink into the front thigh. On your next exhale, get back into warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Inhale, turn the left palm up, reach it overhead. Exhale, find the back side with the right hand. Light pressure on the back side here. And on your exhale, sink deep into the front thigh. Get a good bend. Extended side angle. Inhale to reach the arm forward. Find your forearm to your knee. Exhale, your right arm over ear. Straight line from your ankle all the way to your wrist. Open your chest to the sky. Inhale, push up and away for warrior two. Exhale, sink deep. And when you're ready, straighten the front leg, getting into our triangle pose on this side. On the next exhale, take the hands, clasp them behind your back, rotate the feet to the front, humbled warrior, taking your hands, sending them up and overhead, a little bit of a bend in the front knee. Go ahead and release the hands. Come on down to the mat. Back knee down, back of the top of the back foot down. We're in our low lunge here. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale for half splits. Hands come to mat. Push your hips back. Toes can come off of the mat here. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale for low lunge, shifting the weight forward again. Hands are coming up. Exhale, pushing back for half splits. Go ahead and continue with these two poses at your own pace. During this time, since we're down on our knee, it's okay if our knee comes out in front of our ankle, no problem. And when you're ready, take the left leg, slide it to the back, and just switch. Bring your right leg forward. Let's just switch it, keeping it simple here. Sink into the front hips. Reach your hands overhead for a low lunge on the other side. Exhale to touch the mat. Shift the hips back. Extend your toes up to the sky. Tuck your chin to your chest. Half splits. And again, just keep going with these two poses at your own pace. Pairing movement with breath. Inhale to create space. Exhale to move into the space that you've just created. Awesome. Bring those hands to the mat. Step the foot back for plank. Use your time to do a vinyasa option. Do whatever you want here. Tabletop, cat-cow, down dogs. Run through lowering yourself to the mat. However you want to use this time, go ahead. Let's find downward facing dog. Send the left leg up to the sky this time. Bend the knee, place the foot between the hands. Stay here with your back leg off of the mat. We're in runner's lunge. Toes pointing to the front. Good bend in the front knee and straighten your back knee. Take your right hand to the inside of the left foot. Revolved runner's lunge. Turn it up towards the front thigh. Remind yourself to sink into the front side. On your next exhale, hand comes down to the mat. Step the left foot back, right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, foot between the hands, runner's lunge. Left foot, left hand to the inside of the right foot, revolved runner's lunge. Reach straight up to the sky. Hand down to the mat. Step the foot back. Let's walk our hands to our feet. Slowly rolling up for mountain. Oof. How's everyone feeling? Good? Let's keep going. A little bit of balancing poses here. So we're getting into tree pose. We've got a couple options. Your hands can go wide in a field goal. Your hands can come together or they can go overhead. Choose what you want to do with your hands. Start with your foot down on the ground here. One foot's flat on the ground. Your other toe is down and your heel starts climbing up. And when you're ready, breathe it in. And exhale to slide your foot up. You're either below the knee or above the knee. Try to keep your knee wide. Your right knee's going wide out to the side of the room. And let's balance. Awesome. Take the right leg, bring it out in front and around the left one. Right elbow under the left elbow, eagle. Inhale in, exhale, elbows come up, hips go down. Left side should be burning, stay with it. A few more breaths. Next exhale, we'll release, send the legs nice and wide. Hands up by your sides, inhale in. Exhale, sink your hips for a goddess pose. Tilt those toes slightly outwards. Awesome. Hands coming down to the mat. Spread your feet wide. Another wide-legged forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Take those arms nice and wide. Hinge at the hips. Bring it all the way back up. Awesome. That was our left side. Let's work on our right side. Right leg down, tree pose. Left foot starting to come up. Decide what we want to do with our hands. Find something comfortable. Inhale it in. Exhale to slide your foot up. You're either below or above the knee. Taking your knee, pointing it out wide to the side wall. And let's hold it. and release, taking the left leg, wrapping it around in front the right, left elbow underneath the right, hands to center, inhale it in, exhale to bring your elbows up and your hips down. Go ahead and release. One more time with our goddess pose. Let's see if we can sink a little bit deeper. Inhale those hands up. Exhale to sink. On your next exhale, go ahead and relax. Awesome. Let's make our way down to the mat, starting belly down. Sphinx pose. So we're getting here, our elbows and hands down on the mat, elbows by your sides. Inhale, peel your upper chest off of the mat. Exhale to breathe. Put your pressure on your elbows and your hands for the first few breaths. Take the weight off of your back. And then take the weight off of your elbows and hands using your lower back to pull your upper torso off of the mat. Next exhale, go ahead and relax. Come on down. One more time here for Sphinx. Hands and elbows to the mat. Breathe it in, pushing up and away. Use your elbows and hands for the first few breaths. And then take the weight off of the elbows and hands and use your lower back. On your next exhale, relax. Send your arms behind you, palms pointing up. Locust pose, breathing in. Exhale, bringing all four limbs off of the mat. On your next exhale, release. One more time, just take a moment to rest. And breathe it in. Locust pose, send those limbs up. And relax. Go ahead and roll on over to your back when you're ready. Oof, that felt great. It hurts so good, right? Bridge pose. Feet are flat, knees are bent, hands can come down, or your hands can latch together behind your back when we get up there. And always an option to use a block underneath your back if it's uncomfortable for you today. Breathing in. Exhale to send your hips up. So either your hands are on the mat, they're latched underneath you, or you can slide a block underneath there. When you're ready, go ahead and relax. Bridge pose, one more time. Breathe it in. Exhale, hips come up. And exhale to release. Let's just take a moment to rest here. Supine Pigeon. Take the left foot, left ankle, bring it up to the right knee. Right foot comes off of the mat, making a parallel line with your shin to the floor. Take your hands and bring them right around your right thigh. One hand between that triangle, your other hand to the outside of your thigh. Your chin can either come up, you can pull your forehead up, or you can just rest your head back on the mat. It's up to you. I like to get a little bit of movement in this one, shifting my weight from side to side. Go ahead and relax. Let's switch on over to the other side. Our right ankle to our left knee. Left shin parallel to the floor. Take the hands, weave it through. Hold on to the left thigh and pull it towards you. Again, the invitation is there to create movement with your body if you'd like to. Deepen your breath. Awesome. Let's go ahead and relax. Grab your strap. Place your strap around one of your feet. Doesn't matter to me. Send that foot up to the sky. Other leg is flat on the mat. Take your leg that's up, let's pretend it's your right one, and drop it to your left side. So whatever leg is up, drop it off to the opposite side, and then your gaze is looking away from your leg. You can go ahead and let it rest on the floor if that's comfortable for you. Bring that leg back up to center and continue all the way over, spreading it wide until it drops to your original side that you started on. Go ahead and bring your leg back to center one more time, and let's hold it for a few breaths. And when you're ready, just bring your opposite foot up. Take over the strap. Bringing your foot back down to the mat, and now you should have your second side ready to go. And taking your leg over to the opposite side. So if your left leg is up, drop it to the right side of your body. If your right leg is up, drop it to the left. Turn your gaze to look away from the leg. When you're ready, leg comes back to center, and then continue all the way over to bring it down to the floor, sending it nice and wide. Inhale, bring that leg back to center. Exhale to relax the muscles, and let's hold it for a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, go ahead and release your legs, both of them down to the floor, moving into our Savasana. Get into a comfortable position here. It's time for me to turn my voice off. Time for you to get in tune with yourself, maybe connect with our themes for the day of inclusion, and then go ahead and just let your mind get blank. Try to find stillness with the body, stillness with the mind. Enjoy your Savasana. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you into a guided visualization, a meditation here, so you can stay laying in your Shavasana pose, corpse pose if you'd like to, or you can join me in an easy seat. Continue to breathe deeply. In with the nose, exhale long with the mouth. Inhale it in. Exhale out. Biggest breath of the day. Breathe it in. Hold it. Exhale with an audible sigh. Come back to the theme of inclusion and see yourself being included in the activities that you want to be included in, the conversations, the games. And feel those positive emotions that fill your body when you get to partake, when you are included. Maybe you feel special, feel excited, feel happy, proud. And see yourself being assertive during times that you're not included and you want to be. See yourself calming your body with a few deep breaths. And being confident and calm with your request to be included. Explain to the other person how it would make you feel if you could partake in this activity. And let them know your perspective. And take a moment here to see yourself including other people in the things that you do, sending them invites, welcoming them in, making them feel welcomed and special and happy and excited. Set an intention this week to seek out somebody who's shy, who typically has a hard time including themselves, and see what you can do for that person. See where you can invite them to, or what you can include them in. And feel the positive emotions that would be flowing through your body if you were including that person in something. And set the intention this week for yourself to be included in the things that you want to be included in. Being assertive and confident with your requests to be included. To be able to participate in whatever it is that you want to do. Let's go ahead and take 3 more collective deep breaths to close our practice today. Breathing it in. Exhaling out. Inhale in. Exhale nice and long. Last one of the day. Breathe it in. Biggest breath. Exhale to let it go. When you're ready, I invite you to start wiggling your toes and fingers, waking up the little parts of your body. And then go ahead and roll onto your side and push yourself up and away from your mat and join me in an easy seated position. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Do a 2-word check-in. How are you feeling now in this moment versus how you were feeling at the beginning of today's practice? Just check in with yourself on how you're feeling. If anyone wants to speak those words into the space, go ahead. The floor is open. And let's just close with one more breath. Breathe it in, reach those hands overhead. Exhale it out, come on back to center. Namaste. Awesome job today, ladies. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope to see you again next time.